In any case, since we're here and Community Shield's about to start, preseason's over, it's only right that we do preseason report cards. So, fellas, there's only one place we could start considering you guys outnumber everybody else in the podcast. So, Chelsea FC. Gentlemen, what grades are we giving them? And of course, let's make this closer to be like a midterm exam. You know, the transfer window's not closed yet, so things still may be able to change between now and then. I know you guys are still trying to figure out the Lukaku situation. Word out on the street is y'all interested in a straight swap for Dusan Vlahovic, or I'm not even sure if that's how you pronounce his name. Either way, the floor is yours. Whoever wants to start.
I will give us an. It's kind of hard. I'll give Chelsea a B plus
Okay.
preseason. Just in and of itself, we still. I mean, we have a week until the season starts, but we still have 4 weeks of transfer window left to the end of the month. It's the first, so yeah, it's a solid B plus. Incomings have shown themselves to be valuable. Young boys showing up. Team is together. Was it 3 wins and a draw? Preseason trophy. Poch has now equaled his trophy count in 6 years at Spurs.
Yes, he has.
Yeah,
No.
it's
This is
true. It's
we're
facts.
in
Know
the
that. It's
oh,
facts. He won the Audi Cup, a preseason trophy with Spurs, and now he has won the summer
Chelsea.
series with
Yeah.
You didn't
Chelsea.
win an FA Cup?
No,
He
No?
didn't,
no.
Damn.
He
he didn't
blew the
win
Premier League with
anything.
Leicester City. He got blown out in the Champions League final.
I'm pretty sure we might have knocked them off in the League Cup final, but I don't really even remember. But I remember those
Oh,
two.
nah. That they fired Mourinho right before the finals. That's why.
Oh
That was
yeah,
that's
and then
it.
what
And they
wasn't it against you
lost,
guys
and then they
against Man?
lost the cup. Like
Yeah,
it,
Spursy
I don't think we
behavior.
were in that final that year.
I
I
don't
think
know
it
who
was Man
they lost to.
City.
They
I,
lost to
I
somebody, but they didn't win that cup.
yeah,
Okay.
tragic.
So you said B solid B
B plus.
B
B
plus.
plus.
Okay.
Depending on how the window ends with reinforcements going in, other players going out, it could potentially upgrade to straight A, like A minus plus A.
So you're including the signings, like pre how they perform in preseason and the signings. That's
I
what.
mean, that's what
Overall
I assume so. That's what I hope so.
performances,
I mean, a
yeah,
report card tends
everything.
to give you everything. You know, science, math,
No, I was
English.
just gonna like do how they perform, not talk about like the signings, the quality of signings. I was just gonna talk about how they perform on the pitch alone. But
Well,
Imagine.
I
So,
mean,
Zach, what does
you
report card
can
mean
give
to you?
them, like break down the grades, with signings, performances, and everything else. But overall, definitely a B plus for me.
right, you're giving an overall grade, right?
Yep. Yep.
All right, Zach, you had a lot to say.
No, I mean, I would say an overall grade, a C minus.
C minus.
Yes. Play as far as like preseason play. Oh, A has to be A. Because honestly, number one, I didn't expect the players to perform like this. Even Rangers preseason, but even against like proven Premier League teams, like high pressure, high possessive teams like Brighton, Newcastle that are tough, like really tough to play with, really tough to play 90 minutes and sustain a lead or like not lose your composure, for 1 second because these teams will pounce. We've seen that. How many games last season? 1 second of losing composure, boom, it's over.
Hmm.
But I was really surprised at the composure that the team showed throughout all of these games. There was never one time that I was like, "Yo, like, what's going on right now?" Like,
Even when we went
this
down
is a
1-0
different.
to Brighton, like we replied within like 10
We
minutes.
replied like really quick, and it wasn't even like it's like even when we gave up the goals last season, you can already see people's heads going down. This season, it's like more like everybody's like talking, clapping. They're like talking with each other. They're like, "Hey, this is what's going on. This is what AU. This is what's going on." And I like Enzo's attitude this season a lot better. I don't see him pouting as much on the field because that was I feel like just the fact that like the attitude of the team last season affected the play
I
heavily.
mean, when you had Kai Fraudhurts in front of you missing goals,
I mean, that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the overall attitude of the team. I mean, nobody was scoring. If you said someone else was scoring, okay,
So
but
yeah, but
performance for
Enzo was
so
provided. Enzo
so
was provided,
performances you
so
give
you
them
can
an
understand
A.
why he's a bit upset. Is all I'm saying.
what I'm
He
saying
was
is
provided.
no. I mean, like just because somebody is not doing something whatever, you don't have to pout. You know, you can still play your game. You can still be a good player. I just said I just thought I saw him pouting way too many times when he didn't really need to. You know,
Hmm,
but
that's
but
fair.
this season it's clear that everybody likes each other a lot more. There's a lot better chemistry. Like there's a lot more camaraderie, especially between Modric and Jackson. Like there's like all kinds of chemistry all over the place. Ian Matson just fits in anywhere we put him. I mean, there's all kinds of good things to like about this team. Even regardless of that, the play and everything on the pitch. Pochettino, I was wrong about him, obviously. Um, he's changed our identity,
It's too
so I
early.
have to give him that. But still, like I said, overall grade a C because I think we need one or two veterans to put us over the top. And until we do that, we'll just be. I feel like we have the potential to
So
be top four, but we probably won't because there'll be key moments in the season that we're going to need that veteran experience.
so if you rate performance in an A, what do you rate the like a letter grade for signings?
Like D, man, all you've been signing is 18-year-olds. I'm sorry. I mean, Kunku was signed. All right. I won't go as low as D because of Jackson. So we'll stick with C. We'll we'll
Yeah,
we'll stick with C. But Jackson's the only sure thing that I'm like, yo. Every other player, they're good, but the players that I would want to start were already at Chelsea. Does that make sense? Besides Nkunku, which was by the previous regime.
I
Does that
feel
make
By the
you.
way, by
I'm
the
saying?
way, calculating your breakdown of an A for performance and C for signings, that equates to a B overall. Just
Oh,
saying.
I said C overall, right? Oh, okay, yeah. B overall then. Yeah.
B
Yeah.
over. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right. So
yeah,
it's,
See
so
that?
it's
we're at the
Yeah,
same grade. Yeah.
almost on
not
the
as
same
egregious, not as egregious
as a C
as
minus.
you initially started. But to be
Yeah.
honest, you both. I think you both are being quite harsh. I think you both are being quite harsh. I think
Okay.
you're missing a key factor
Mm-hmm.
that because you guys handled this so well puts your minimum grade at a B. That's the minimum. You have to realize something. Going into this transfer window, your squad was 35 deep.
Oh, that's not,
35 deep.
well, you rate us high on getting rid of those
Deep.
players. I don't because that's what we do. Our players have been covered in
Well, like
all.
Nah, bro,
yeah,
that's not
like
nah.
so what? We should rate them higher because of the clear out.
That's what he's
Yes,
trying to do.
yes, yes.
Well, I feel
Because that
like
was the first.
I cannot give them props for rectifying their terrible mistakes.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you, my
it's
brother.
what they were supposed to do. They're doing what they're
Yes.
supposed to do right now.
While I understand where you're coming from on that, the reason why I am where that's a plus for me is because that was the first thing Pochettino said after being completely announced as Chelsea manager, and they started asking him what are some things that he wants to see. First, one of the first things out of his mouth was that he said, the size of the squad right now is a concern. I would like to see some outgoings to get the squad a little bit shorter. What
But
you guys have
even
shown what you guys have shown to me, the outsider looking in, with your last two managers, is y'all don't give a what your manager wants sometimes. It's whatever the front office wants. So the fact that, you brought in Pochettino. You said you were gonna stand by him. You said that before. You said that about Potter. So much so you gave him 5 years. He barely lasted one. And here you are already
6 months.
walking the talk. So
Poach,
for me,
like,
for
well, that's
me,
Look. Here's my rebuttal to that. Why I get your points. Like, first of all, uh, Pochettino can take no credit for this because it was any. It doesn't matter who the clear would have happened.
yeah.
So
fair point, I guess.
obviously we have too many players. Like we all know that. So
And the
first
players
thing he says
wanted
is
to.
kind of obvious to say.
Most of the players that are gone, they wanted out. Keep that in mind. They wanted to leave. So
True,
Amen.
and the payday elsewhere, and like
exactly.
even, and then also going on to your point about well, Pochettino himself, it still remains to be seen. Like this is just preseason. It's
Exactly.
just preseason. Let's see what happens against Liverpool at the bridge. And then like I love it. I love it so far. So far it's amazing. Like I agree with Zach too. We definitely need some experience in the squad. Caicedo. I know you don't like Caicedo, but I
No,
think
no,
he's the
no.
guy.
It's not. No, 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 no. I like Caicedo. I think it'd be a great fit for our team. Do I think if we get Caicedo, we're automatically top four? No.
I mean, nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that. I'm just saying like
So why
Caicedo would
spend
be the
100 million
perfect
on him?
match for us right now. And what's another 100 mil
No, 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 no,
for
no,
the
no.
right for the right? Like, look. If you look at the signings we've been making, we've been signing all these young boys for 30, 20, 10. Caicedo makes
Want
sense
to
in the
sign him
grand
on
scheme
a
of like you
year
you
for
go out and you get that superstar at all
he's
costs.
not a superstar. That's where you're mistaken. He's
And
not
that's I guess that's where we disagree because
Well,
I
I
feel
think
like
superstar.
he would be massive
He's a
in our
superstar.
midfield, and that's
We're
what
I
we
saying,
think I think
he will be a superstar
wait, wait,
the second he steps onto that Stamford
we're saying
Bridge
he's
pitch.
Conte. That's what you're telling me.
I'm
That's what
telling you, he can he. I'm telling you, he's next. He's
no,
next in line
no,
to
to
fill
be
that Conte
honest,
role.
to be
no.
I'm
honest, I
not
kind
telling
of
you he's Conte, but
He's not,
he's in
like he's
line
not
for that.
to
That's
to
what we're
his point.
signing him for.
He's not Conte, but in terms of having the Conte effect, I think I agree with him there.
bro. No,
And
he would
just to close,
with our team, but he's not
Conte is a generational player, but
right.
Caicedo is like one of the best CDMs in the
He would
league, like
fit
hands down. The
right. He
same way we signed Conte from Leicester, that's how we should. Honestly, times
nah,
have changed,
Conte
prices
was
have
champion.
changed.
He was a Premier League
Like I feel like the price we shouldn't blink twice about the price. We need to get it done. Season starts next week.
champion. Nah,
I agree.
disagree.
And just to close out, I didn't give my actual grade. I'm gonna give it a B plus. You guys signed Caicedo, it jumps to an A.
No, I
That's
mean if we sign
If we
Caicedo,
sign Caicedo and
a C. If we sign Caicedo, my sign our signs would you would definitely jump to
it,
a B plus.
if we sign
yeah.
Caicedo
That's
and
I
maybe
said yeah. I would
one
go from a
more
B to a B plus.
experience, I'll go to an A.
Nah,
If we
Oh,
sign,
that's more like it.
yeah,
Zach,
like
you're moving. I
B
can see you're
plus,
struggling so hard,
B
moving
plus to
from a
A.
B to a B plus.
Actually, let me downgrade it. I don't think
because
Caicedo will be the last piece we need. We still
what
need
I'm
another
saying
piece.
is
So let me say A minus if we sign Caicedo
what I mean by experience is
because we still need a goalkeeper. A goalkeeper would make it A.
won anything. Has
I
he won
mean, y'all
any?
trying to do a double, trying to pick up that Brighton goalkeeper too. Apparently, Robert Sanchez.
Is he good?
I mean, I don't know, but
Idea.
we'll leave Chelsea right there.